Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am now home in Cheshire for Christmas. I came back from uni a couple of weeks ago and unfortunately I have been spending a ton of my time revising. I have exams in January and this time they actually count towards like the degree and it's a little bit scary. Such a weird concept though. They are 24-hour online exams which they seem like they're gonna be so easy. It seems like, oh, I'll just Google the answers, I'll look up in my notes and I'll find the answers and I'll get full marks. But I just don't think that is the case. I did an assessment recently where you were just given questions and I guess like you could Google the answers, but Google didn't even have the answers to these questions. So yeah, it's definitely not as easy as it sounds. I know a lot of you are probably in the same boat. We're having to revise over Christmas, whether that be for A-level, GCSE, mocks, exams, or like me and you're at uni. Let me know in the comments what your exams are that you have and you're revising for over Christmas. I really do hope that they go well. I know that this time of year, especially like not even with the COVID ordeal, just the fact that it's Christmas, it is so hard to revise, and then bring COVID into the mix. I think everyone is just struggling with it. I took to Instagram and it seemed like you agreed and you wanted a lot of top tips and you wanted to know how I revise. So we're going to be talking about motivation, top tips, apps, even like how to write lecture notes if you're at uni, lots of stuff. So let's begin. Also, I tried to do these bubble braids and they are really not as easy as TikTok makes out. And then I went on a dog walk and I just do look like I've been dragged through a brush, so please ignore my hair. So the first question is, how do you revise? So having done GCSEs and A-levels, my best method is cue cards. This is something you can't really do for uni because as far as I'm aware there isn't like a specification for uni exams. Your lecturers like make your exams, but when you're doing GCSEs and A-levels there is a specification that your exam board produces. This was literally like my Bible. So I would literally have the notes that I'd written from class, like the PowerPoint or the textbook that your teacher like gives you, and then I'd have the specification printed out. The whole like rule behind a specification for an exam board is that they can't ask you a question that's not sort of listed on the specification. So I would literally just go through that spec and highlight bits when I'd done it so I knew how much I had left to learn, and then I would use my textbook, my notes, the PowerPoint the teacher made to bring together like all the questions that I think could be asked around that topic. I do agree like cue cards are quite time consuming, they take a while to make, and I think some people think that that is a waste, but I just think you're still learning whilst you're writing them out. I just find it more interactive, like giving them to my mum, sitting down for 20 minutes and going through cue cards, or like if you're like driving somewhere you can like read your cue cards on the way, and I think it's just a really nice easy way to be tested. So for A-levels and GCSEs that was my way forward. I also did every single past exam question that was available and I did them a few times so I could literally memorize the answer, and I think eventually you like learn how to write an answer, and like I ended up just bullet pointing short answers and I was getting things right. And I kind of wish it was like that in uni. With uni you just get so much information in lectures, it's really hard to know what is going to be on the exam, and that's something I'm still learning to like do. I don't exactly know if I'm revising the right way for uni yet because I haven't really had exams to test that. In my first year I was dead homesick so I hardly revised at all, which is why there's a video on this channel saying I failed my exams. So yeah, these exams are going to be like a real test for me to see if I'm revising the right way for uni. Top tips for GCSEs and mocks please. I would say to just do short bursts as much as you can. Find out the best time. In fact, this goes for like all exams really. I think it's really important to find the best time that your body works best, because I know it's different for different people. I absolutely can concentrate so much more in the morning than at night. For some reason, when it hits like 2 o'clock and I've eaten my lunch, I hit a brick wall and I can't do any more like revision, and I really need to figure out how to get over that. If you know, let me know. But yeah, once you've worked that out, really try and like utilize that time, whether that is getting up earlier in the morning, because I know that I can work solidly till like 12. Our university actually sent out an email about revision and they were saying that it's like on average people can fully concentrate for 45-minute chunks, and that might change for you. You might be able to do more or that might be too much, but once you have found like a set amount of time you want to try, I use an app called Forest. This isn't sponsored or anything. I think I paid for the app, but I'm pretty sure there's a free version called Flora, but I would recommend paying. But yeah, what you can do with this app is select the amount of time you want to like revise for, and then it basically just makes you not go on your phone, because phones are a huge distraction. So yeah, I literally put Forest on, chuck my phone away, and then you also like grow trees and stuff like It sounds really sad, but it's actually quite exciting. Oh god, no, that's sad. And everyone always talks about like taking like a big break. For me, I personally find that even if I've done 45 minutes, I don't need that big of a break. Like, I think it's really important to move location. So once I've sat on my desk, not on it, but for 45 minutes, I go and like walk downstairs, get a drink, get a snack, go on my phone for a bit, like play with the dog or something, and then I go back up and I can do another 45 minutes even by having like a 5-minute gap. So I think once you're like into the groove of revision, just really like utilize that. You don't have to take like this massive break. If you feel in the mood, just literally go for it. For me, something that's motivated me is having like a bit of a countdown to the exam. Knowing that there's only that many days until the exam, and after that you've literally got so much time where you can just not revise and do whatever you want. For A-levels, this was a huge motivation, knowing that I was going to have that massive summer, I was going to see my friends, do whatever I wanted, no revision, no work, and that really did like get me through, to be honest. You will not be working forever. These exams are just going to like help you get through, help you get like a good life, do what you want in the future, but they will not last forever. So just try and put everything into like revise and then enjoy yourself and really look forward to that time off that you'll get after the exam. One girl has said that she's doing psychology and it's hard to know how much detail that they need to memorise. If this is for like sixth form, college or school, I would just go speak to your teachers because they're the best people to know. I think my teachers got a bit sick of me. I think I asked lots of questions. I asked for lots of like extra help at lunchtime after school. You just got to like use them as much as you can because they're literally there to help you and they are happy to. So yeah, I would just ask them as many questions as you want. Yeah, get them to run through like specific little topics that you're unsure of, and don't leave that room until you know it. That is literally how I did it in A-levels and it helped so much. I also had a couple of friends that were very clever. They were so helpful as well. Like, ask people in your class for help. If someone really understands a topic, just be like, oh, can you like go through that with me at like break or something? And I feel like people are just happy to help. Well, most people. I had a lot of questions about how to write lecture notes. It is very different to like college, especially at the moment with it all being online. I literally find myself spending 2 hours plus on a 1 hour lecture, which is really annoying, but at least you're getting all the information down. I actually kind of prefer online lectures to in person because I can't write quick, and in person there's just too much information for me to get it all down. So with the online lectures, I'm literally pausing it every 2 seconds, writing down. And I also make my notes in loads of different colours, and it seems kind of like babyish, but it just really helps. I don't know why, it keeps me like interested, and it also makes it a bit more fun to read back on instead of just all black and boring. That is literally the best way of doing lectures, just pausing it, writing it down, carrying on, pausing it. And it is a long cycle, but it'll be worth it because you make sure to not miss any information then. Someone here has said, I literally don't know how to revise, I get distracted so easily, no way ever works. Completely get you. I think a lot of people are in the same boat. I think revision is really hard until you find the perfect method for you. You just might not be doing it right. It doesn't mean you're bad at revising, you just haven't found the right method. Like, make sure you try lots of different things, if that's like watching YouTube videos describing a certain process, or something I actually did as well whilst in A-levels when I had to like memorise a process of something. I would write it out like neat on a cue card, but then get some scrap paper and literally just rewrite it out until you can do it without looking at the cue card. So like literally covering it up, trying to write it out, and if you forget something you start again until you get it right. That's definitely very helpful. I also do find drawing stuff out quite helpful as well, like drawing a little process, because then in your exam you can like picture it. Yeah, so just literally try as many methods as you can, watch videos like this to try and see if anyone else has other ideas, and hopefully that you'll reach a method where you're not as distracted. But if you are distracted by like your phone, try out that Forest app that I said, or literally like give your phone to your mom. So let me know in the comments below if I've missed anything or if you have any questions and I can answer them below. I'm also thinking of doing a video on how to pick the right uni for you. If you think that would be helpful, please let me know and I will get filming that. But thank you so much for watching this video. Thumbs up if it's helped at all, and I will see you soon. Bye!